If you're a fellow camera shy introvert, I've got some tips and tricks that I feel that you may benefit from. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Mariana and I thought I would get on here today to share some tips that I have for increasing camera confidence before you post your first YouTube video, if that's your intention. I will caveat this video by saying I'm not an expert. I have only got 15 videos posted. I am a beginner, but that's what I think makes these videos from beginners so important, because we come from it from a different perspective. As a camera shy over 40 introvert, it is so difficult to make the decision just to turn the camera on. So I'm here to give you some tips on how to make it a little bit easier for yourself. Probably the first thing I'll mention is you need to let go of perfectionism. Your videos, especially at the beginning, are never going to be perfect. Something's always going to go wrong. You're always going to have to do a million takes. I have to do that all the time. Again, I'm only about 15 videos in and I'm still learning in every video. But my suggestion to you is to just let go of all that stuff, let go of the negative self-talk. If I can do this, anybody can do it, honestly. But my first tip for you today would have to be find a spot that you're comfortable in. So initially, my first video, I shot that in my bedroom because I feel very comfortable there. And I've since moved into my study. And the reason I take a lot of my videos here is I actually spend a lot of time in my study area, of course, because I work from home a fair bit. Also do a lot of Zoom calls here, and I find that the lighting in this particular spot is really, really good. But where I initially started practicing my videos was actually in my dressing room. What I did was every morning I just set up my little tripod and I would basically take like a little video journal, and it could be anything. It could just be talking to the cameras if I was talking to a friend, or could be describing my outfit, and it was as simple as that. And it went for a minute or 2 minutes, and then I'd play it back, and they were actually really good little videos to also practice my editing in. No one actually has to see them. However, I do suggest you keep them because everything is content and you may actually want to use some of those videos down the line. Okay, so this is my dressing room. You'll have to excuse the lighting in here. It's only an overhead lighting and it's really overcast outside today. Usually this room is really bright and the lighting is good, but there you have it. So this is where I initially started making my little journals every morning, and I will include some here so you can have a look. Just ramblings to myself, and like I said, just describing what I was wearing to work that day. Simple as that. Day 2 of trying to get more camera confidence. I know these seem really random, but I am just trying to get used to the camera, having spent so many years of my life being like really camera shy. So find the spot in your home that you're comfortable with, where the lighting is pretty good, and then just make a little video journal for yourself. So just keep moving around your house until you find a spot that you're comfortable with. This is the corner of my bedroom. I've got my little chair here. It's right next to the window. Curtains are open. Your best friend is definitely natural light. But again, because it's not too sunny outside, I do have my bedside lamps on and the overhead light, which is casting a little bit of shadow, but you will have to excuse that. My third tip is to, if you're using your phone as your camera, like I am, is just to put a little sticky note near the camera. I'm using the front facing camera at the moment, and I know you're not meant to do that, but it's a good way for me to figure out within the grid whereabouts that I'm sitting, to making sure that I'm sitting in the right spot, that I don't have too much space above my head, that I'm relatively close to the camera but not too close. And I just find it easier to do that via the front camera. But what I do is I put the little sticky note next to the camera to make sure that I'm looking there. I'm making eye contact with my audience. And also by not looking at myself, it makes it feel a lot less awkward for me, and it should do that for you. You're just talking to a sticky note. Another thing that you could do to make the process a little bit easier for you is I mentioned using a sticky note behind the camera, so you're constantly looking at your audience as opposed to yourself. What you can alternatively do is put a photo of your children there as if you're talking to them, giving them advice. You could put a picture of your younger self and talk to your younger self about, different things, advice that you would give your younger self. And once you get on that tangent, you'll probably even forget that the camera is even there. It can be as simple as just turning on the camera and recording 3 things that you're grateful for every day for a week. And if you keep the footage, you can later on down the track, when you feel more comfortable, post them as YouTube shorts. And it's also a good reminder of looking back and seeing what you were grateful for on particular days. And it's something that you can share with your children if you like later on down the track. It's also a good way of recording a visual journal that you can share with your children down the line or your grandchildren down the line. And it's a good way of leaving a legacy. And so you've got a 2 for 1. You're getting more comfortable in front of the camera, and you're also leaving some video footage for your children eventually. Your car is another really good place to record some video. It's private, it's your car, you're quite often really comfortable in it, or at least I hope that you are. I'm currently in the car wash. You can see Bella in the back seat. She also, for some strange reason, really enjoys the car wash. But because of all the water, you're still in a public space, but it still feels quite private. No one can actually see what's going on. So it's a good way for you to get used to being out in public and shooting a little bit of content. And again, it doesn't have to be that you're ever going to upload it anywhere. It's just a matter of you finding spots to get used to the camera and talking to the camera like it's like it's a passenger sitting beside you. You're just having a daily chat. And like I said, if you keep the footage, then you can use it for other videos. So today is the first day of spring. I may choose to use this in a little mini spring reset video, just a quick easy one that I can upload tonight. Like I said, just record yourself doing everyday activities like grabbing some juice from the fridge. Juice. Or making a cup of coffee. Cup. And I think I'm focusing on doing things that you do every day and incorporating that into your journal videos or just, little clips of yourself. Doing things really alleviates the pressure on thinking about the camera because you're incorporating an additional activity. So you can just talk about what it is that you're doing. So I purchased these flowers from the supermarket this morning. So I'm just going to trim them back, unwrap them, and put them into a vase. Now, I have to say, I am a massive procrastinator by nature. I really struggle to turn on the camera. My head gets full of self-doubt, negative self-talk, and anxiety. But what I will say is that after the videos are recorded, regardless of if they're perfect or not perfect, good or bad, if anyone ever watches them, once they're recorded and once they're edited and I've posted them, I have such a feeling of fulfillment and exhilaration and pride that I have pushed myself out of my comfort zone as a 46-year-old that is camera shy, that has always hidden from the camera, has always tried to get through life unnoticed. To be putting myself out there on the internet is a massive, massive achievement. And once you do it and you get that same sense of accomplishment, it will feel like an achievement for you too. So I'm going to keep laboring on this. Just press record. Get those videos recorded And once you feel comfortable, start posting them. Remember, thinking about the thing isn't doing the thing. So you just have to press record. The other thing that I'm thinking of doing as well to challenge myself is doing a 7-day challenge whereby I take video footage when I'm out in public, whether that be the supermarket or like today I'm going to the Royal Show. So I'm thinking of getting some footage there. I'm thinking maybe for 7 days I'll make shorts about different places that I am taking content. If that's something that you'd like to see, please drop me a comment and then I'll get started on that. But regardless, I'm going to do it anyway and I'll still post it anyway. It will be a massive challenge for me. And the point is, if it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. So that's something that I'm really eager to do and see how far I can actually push myself out of my comfort zone. It will be uncomfortable. If you're wanting to experience growth and also to within yourself and also to have your YouTube channel, I think these are things that you need to do. I know that they're things that I need to do. Anyway, I hope you found this video helpful and take away some of my little tips to help you turn on the camera. If you did like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And I would love for you to drop me a comment and let me know if I did inspire you to turn on the camera and what it is that you're going to be filming today. Anyway, that's it from me. I'm off to the Royal Show. I hope you all have a fabulous day. And until next time, bye.